My dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, I'm home in heaven, dear ones, so happy and so bright. There's perfect joy and beauty in this everlasting light. All the pain and grief is over, every restless tossing past. I'm one at peace forever, safely home in heaven at last. This is the epitaph entitled Safely Home at the bottom of the 115 names of the victims who were killed last year in the Easter Sunday service at St. Sebastian's Church, the Diocese of Colombo, Sri Lanka. Though the sentiments expressed in these words is one of joy and consolation, none can wipe away the painful memories of those who died. People often ask the question, how could this happen, Father? They were in the church. How could this ever happen? I remember when Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna died in a tragic helicopter crash. That morning, Kobe Bryant went to the church to receive Holy Communion. And when I posted that on my Facebook page, someone commented saying, he went to church that morning. He has so much to offer to the world. He's such a good Catholic. He's doing so much of good. How could this happen? Well, I don't have the answers. I remember Rabbi Rubinstein, when 6 million Jews were exterminated as useless parasites during the Nazi camp. He came to the conclusion that there is no God. That if there was a God, such evil would not happen. But to blame God for all the evil in the world is no answer, my dear friends. What we need to remember, that suffering is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be lived. Every disappointment in life is an appointment with God. Don't tell your God how big your problems are. Tell your problems how big your God is. Suffering is like that furnace that every Christian, by virtue of their baptism, needs to go through. And just like gold is refined and purified through the furnace of fire, every Christian is refined and purified through the furnace of suffering. There is no crown without the cross. There is no glory without suffering. I remember Arthur Ashe, the legendary Wimbledon player. In the year 1983, when he went through a heart surgery, he was given a blood that was infected with HIV/AIDS, and he was dying of AIDS. His fans from across the world wrote letters to him, and one of those letters read, Arthur, how could this happen to you? Why you, Arthur? And Arthur writes a beautiful letter to this person. He says, 50 million children start playing tennis. And out of those 50 million, only 5 million learn to play tennis. And out of those 5 million, only 500,000 learn professional tennis. And out of those 500,000 who learn professional tennis, only 50,000 make it to the circuit. And out of those 50,000, only 5,000 make it to the Grand Slam. And out of those 5,000, only 50 make it to the Wimbledon. And out of those 50, only 4 make it to the semi-finals and 2 to the finals. And Arthur concludes by saying, Every time I held that cup in my hand, never did I ever ask, why me? And when I'm going through this pain and suffering, how could I ask God, why me? You want to ask, where was God when those 115 innocent people died on Easter Sunday morning in St. Sebastian Church in Colombo? Where was God when Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna crashed in the helicopter? God was right there, where his son was hanging on the cross. Suffering is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be lived. You, like Jesus, can transform your suffering and make it redemptive. Jesus, through his suffering on the cross, brought redemption to the world. Through your little crosses, bring redemption to those around you by offering your sufferings, your crosses, for the conversion of one sinner or for blessings of someone who needs them most. May this Good Friday remind you that it does not end with the cross, that there's a crown and a glory that awaits you. Let's remain faithful. God bless you. Amen.